and I plan on making him proud. I'm not just Clark Kent. I'm the...
Are you ready for a new and fresh take on the iconic superhero? Do you want to see how he balances his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing? Do you want to witness his epic battles with his arch-enemy and his allies? Then get ready for Superman Legacy, the first film in the DC Universe. Superman Legacy is an upcoming film that will tell the story of Superman, a superhero who came from another planet and was raised by human parents. Superman is also known as Clark Kent, a journalist who works for the Daily Planet newspaper. Superman has many powers, such as super strength, speed, flight, heat vision, and X-ray vision. He also has a weakness in kryptonite, a green mineral from his home planet that can hurt or kill him. Superman Legacy is the first film in a new franchise called the DC Universe, which is based on characters from DC Comics. The DCU is a reboot of the previous film franchise, the DC Extended Universe, DCEU, which had mixed reviews from critics and the fans. The DCU will have a more unified and consistent story across different media, such as films, TV shows, animation, and video games. The DCU will also feature both popular and obscure DC characters and will explore different themes and genres. Superman Legacy will be directed by James Gunn, who is also the co-CEO of DC Studios, the company that produces the DCU films. Gunn is known for directing the Guardians of the Galaxy films, which are part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU), a rival franchise of superhero films. Gunn was hired by Warner Brothers, the parent company of DC Studios, after he was fired by Disney, the parent company of Marvel Studios, for controversial tweets he made in the past. Disney later hired Gunn, but he decided to continue working on the DCU as well. The cast of Superman Legacy is a star-studded ensemble that will bring the DC Universe to life on the big screen. You'll see David Corn Sweat as the Man of Steel, Rachel Brosnahan as his intrepid partner, Nicholas Hoult as his cunning nemesis, and Isabella Merced as his winged ally. Don't miss this amazing lineup of actors and characters in Superman Legacy. The film will also feature other DC characters such as Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, and Shazam. Superman Legacy will be released on July 11, 2025. It will be the third installment in the first chapter of DCU, which is called Gods and Monsters. The first film in the chapter will be Creature Commandos, an animated film that will be released in 2024. The second film will be Starsky and Hutch, a live-action film that will be a spin-off of The Suicide Squad, a DCEU film that Gunn also directed. The chapter will explore the themes of identity, legacy, and mortality, and will show how the DC characters cope with the challenges and responsibilities of being heroes in a complex and changing world. Superman Legacy will be a new and fresh take on the iconic character who has been adapted many times in different media. The film will show how Superman reconciles his heritage with his human upbringing and how he is the embodiment of truth, justice, and a brighter tomorrow in a world that views kindness as old-fashioned. The film will also explore the relationships and conflicts between Superman and other characters such as Lois Lane, his love interest and partner, Lex Luthor, his arch-enemy and rival, and Hawkgirl, his ally and friend. The film will also feature action, humor, and emotion and will appeal to both fans and newcomers to the DC Universe. The DC Universe is divided into chapters, and Superman Legacy is the third installment of Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. James Gunn and Peter Safran, co-chairman and co-CEO of DC Studios, consider Superman Legacy to be the true beginning of the DC Universe. The DC Universe was created by James Gunn and Peter Safran, who were hired to lead the newly formed DC Studios in November 2022 after working on several DC Extended Universe projects. They spent several months with a group of writers developing the overarching story of a new DC continuity, which features a combination of popular and obscure DC characters. The Authority. This is one of the films in the chapter. The details about the plot and the cast are yet to be revealed. The Brave and the Bold. This film will introduce Damian Wayne, the son of Bruce Wayne, and Talia al Ghul. It's described as a father-son story based on the Grant Morrison comic run, which will include other members of the Bat family. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. This film is an adaptation of Tom King's comic. More details about the film are expected to be released soon. Swamp Thing. This film will explore the dark origins of the character Swamp Thing. More information about the film is yet to be announced. In addition to these films, there are several television series that are part of Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Creature Commandos 2024. This is the first television series in the chapter. The details about the plot and the cast are yet to be revealed. Waller 2024. This television series is also set to be released in 2024. More information about the series is expected to be announced soon. Lanterns. This television series is part of the chapter. The details about the plot and the cast are yet to be revealed. Paradise Lost. This is another television series in the chapter. More information about the series is expected to be announced soon. Booster Gold. This television series is part of the chapter. The details about the plot and cast are yet to be revealed. Peacemaker Season 2. The second season of the television series Peacemaker is also part of Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. These are the other installments in Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. As the release dates approach, more details about the film and television series are expected to be released. Fans of the DC Universe are eagerly awaiting the release of these installments, which promise to bring a fresh perspective to the characters and their stories. The DC Extended Universe is a series of movies and a TV show that are based on comic book characters from DC Comics. The DCEU started with Man of Steel in 2013, which was a new version of Superman's story. The DCEU continued with other movies that introduced more superheroes such as Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Flash. The DCEU also had TV shows called The Peacemaker, which was about a character from the movie Suicide Squad. The DCEU is different from other superhero movies because it tried to be darker and more realistic. The DCEU showed how the superheroes had to deal with the consequences of their actions and the reactions of the people and the government. The DCEU also had some problems, such as changing directors, actors, and stories. The critics and the fans did not receive some of the movies well. The DCEU ended in 2023 with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which was the last movie of the series. The DCEU was replaced by a new series of movies and the TV shows called the DC Universe, which James Gunn and Peter Safran created. The DCU was a reboot of the DCEU, which means that it started over with new stories and new versions of the characters. The DCU is supposed to be more fun and diverse than the DCEU, and it also included more characters from the comics. The DC Extended Universe and DC Universe both refer to the shared universe of superhero films based on the characters and properties published by DC Comics. However, there are some key differences between the two. The term DCU was coined by journalist Keith Statkowicz and was used to describe the shared universe of DC comic films that were released in the 2010s. This term was never officially approved by Warner Brothers Pictures, but it became widely recognized and commonly used to refer to this franchise. The DCEU includes films like Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. These films were interconnected and contributed to a larger overarching story. On the other hand, the term DCU is an official term used to describe the upcoming project in the universe led by James Gunn and Peter Safran. Superman Legacy will be the ultimate showdown between the Man of Steel and his greatest foes. Who will win? Who will die? Don't miss the first film in the DC Universe, coming soon to a theater near you. Comment your thoughts on this, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.